Ancient artifacts usually tell us about the past, but King Tutankhamun's mysterious dagger points to something far more extraordinary. It was literally forged from a piece of outer space.
You know what's fascinating about this discovery? This isn't just any ancient weapon. We're talking about a 3,300-year-old dagger that completely rewrites what we thought we knew about Bronze Age metallurgy.
Let me paint the picture here. This teenage pharaoh, who died before reaching 20, was buried with this exquisitely crafted dagger. The handle was pure gold, which would have been impressive enough, but it's the blade that has scientists absolutely stunned.
Well, that's because iron wasn't even supposed to exist in ancient Egypt at that time, right? They were still firmly in the Bronze Age.
Exactly. And here's what's mind-blowing. Iron was so rare back then that it was actually more valuable than gold. Finding this perfectly preserved iron dagger would be like discovering a quantum computer in medieval Europe. It simply shouldn't exist.
And the preservation is really unusual too. Most iron artifacts from that period are basically just chunks of rust.
That's what led scientists to do some deeper analysis. When they examined the metal composition, they found something extraordinary. High levels of nickel and cobalt, a combination that's incredibly rare on Earth, but super common in one very specific place.
The cosmos. The ancient Egyptians literally crafted a blade from star metal. They even had a special name for it, iron from the sky.
And just imagine being there when one of these meteorites fell. You're an ancient Egyptian, watching this blazing object streak across the night sky before crashing to Earth. Finding this strange, incredibly hard metal in the impact crater? Of course you'd think it was a gift from the gods.
The technical skill required to work with meteoric iron is incredible, though. Modern metallurgists say it's significantly harder to forge than regular iron.
That's what makes this so fascinating. These weren't primitive craftsmen fumbling around in the dark. They had sophisticated knowledge of metallurgy that we're only now beginning to understand. They could recognize this exotic material and work it with incredible precision.
So what does this tell us about their astronomical knowledge? They must have been tracking these meteorite falls somehow.
Well, that's one of the most intriguing aspects. The ancient Egyptians were likely maintaining detailed records of celestial events and impact sites. This knowledge was probably passed down through generations of priests and specialized craftsmen.
And the symbolism of placing this cosmic weapon next to their god-king is pretty powerful.
It's like a cosmic passport for the afterlife. The Egyptians believed the pharaoh's soul would journey to the stars after death, so what could be more appropriate than sending him off with a weapon literally forged from those same stars?
That really challenges our assumptions about ancient technological capabilities, doesn't it?
Absolutely. And here's another fascinating detail. The dagger wasn't just ceremonial. It was a fully functional weapon, perfectly balanced and sharp. That suggests they had an advanced understanding of blade geometry that we previously thought wasn't developed until much later.
You know what's really interesting? This kind of meteoric iron worship wasn't unique to Egypt. Similar practices have been found in ancient cultures worldwide.
Right. And that raises some compelling questions about ancient knowledge networks. Were these civilizations sharing information about meteorites? Did they have special techniques for identifying and working with these materials that we're only now rediscovering?
The implications for our understanding of ancient technology are pretty staggering.
And here's what really gets me. What other artifacts might be sitting in museums right now? their true significance still waiting to be discovered. What other pieces of advanced ancient technology might we be misinterpreting?
Well, this discovery certainly teaches us not to underestimate our ancestors.
You know, I think that's the perfect takeaway from all this. Sometimes the most remarkable achievements of human ingenuity have been hiding in plain sight for thousands of years, just waiting for us to develop the tools to understand them properly.
And in this case, they were literally written in the stars, or at least forged from them.
New videos are coming soon. So subscribe now and don't miss what history doesn't want you to see.